In 1 year's time, a lot of things can go wrong, but odds are your year did not go nearly as wrong as Destiny. His wife left him in early December for some Swedish twink that was part of their polyamorous marriage, which would lead to Destiny asking total strangers on social media if they would be willing to sell him drugs. Shortly after which, a bunch of his DMs leak, exposing him as a total degenerate, exposing all of his weird fetishes to everyone online. Screenshots of Destiny asking women if he could eat their boyfriend's coom out of their snatch. That is so rancid and foul that it makes him asking to suck on women's toes seem a little quaint by comparison. Now, these two things happening within quick succession of one another would be enough for any normal person to go, maybe I should take a step back. Maybe I should take a break and kind of mentally heal from what I have just gone through. But not Destiny. You see, he has an Adderall addiction that he must quench. And the only way to satisfy these cravings is to continue to stream and rake in those donos. Those super chats that enable his total hedonistic lifestyle. So in order to pay the drug dealers on social media, Destiny decides to take no time off and instead immediately jump back into debating people online to own the rightoids. He even goes so far as to appear on Piers Morgan, which did not go well for him. And he also had another debate with Owen Schroyer from InfoWars, which was not very good for him. It did not make him look good. Sometime around when these debates happened, during Destiny's freefall to rock bottom, the failed assassination attempt on Trump in Pennsylvania happens. Now, Destiny knows that with controversy comes money, and since I can only assume the social media drug dealers that are giving him Adderall are threatening to break his legs at this point unless he pays what he owes, Destiny decides, I need to make a total fool of myself yet again. He stays up for nearly 3 days straight, frantically tweeting every 10 minutes, making inflammatory comments and trying to troll the rightoids yet again. He was owning those chuds. Shortly after this, Destiny would announce that he was going to write a anti-Trump manifesto, and this was going to be the most ironclad piece of political literature that has ever been written, and it will sway the entire election, and there's no way Donald Blump would ever get elected after Destiny totally blows him the fuck out with this manifesto. He worked on this manifesto for literal months on livestream, releasing it shortly before the election would take place. He promised his viewers that there was no way that Donald Trump could win, and he even went to X and started bragging and said, in just a few short days, half of Americans are going to get the most brutal reality check in all of history. Donald Trump, of course, would then go on to win the presidency with the popular vote, and Republicans would win the House and Senate, leaving Destiny's reputation as a political commentator completely in the dirt. The crap he was peddling to his audience turned out to be completely wrong, not even close to being right. He was losing every debate that he showed up for, and pretty much everyone online took their turn laughing at him and mocking him and making sure he knew that he's a hack. At this point, Destiny was stacking L's higher than Trump Tower. He was spiraling out of control. Terminal velocity. We are approaching rock bottom here. And that's when the final kick in the balls for the year finally happened. He would have another DM leak, but this time it was a little bit worse because this time it came with a sex tape. And not just any sex tape, it was Destiny giving the world's worst blowjob to an unknown man. Many people online believe it to be Nick Fuentes, a good friend of Destiny. Or they're just joking around and having a giggle. Nick doesn't seem to like that too much, or he can't tell that people are fucking with him, because he had this to say.
It's not me, okay? Destiny, not really my type. I'm just saying. Because my penis looks nothing like that. So that, I did watch it. The guy was also wearing a bracelet. I never wear a bracelet. If you zoom in, he was wearing a gold bracelet.
This is Nick's Bill Clinton moment, apparently. He had to come out and say, I did not have sexual relations with that man. He's taking it very seriously. Thank you, Nick, for clearing that up for us. And Destiny, when he was confronted with this, had this to say.
What do you want me to say?
What's really shocking or disgusting, I guess you could say, about this is he doesn't care. He's there's no remorse. There's no, oh well. It's more like whoopsie doodle, oopsie, little bit of a fucky wucky here, isn't it? He doesn't like apologize to his audience for tainting their eyeballs with this filth. Instead, Destiny opts to look dead into the camera and say, "Imagine eating this good." What an absolutely monumental embarrassment of a year for Destiny. I can't believe that he still is able to get up there and show his face. Well done, man. Like, I would have tapped out by now. To be honest with you, if that shit had happened to me, I would have hung up my coat and walked out the door. But Destiny, he's a hedonist, I guess. He has no shame, or maybe it's another fetish of his to just be ridiculed and have all of his embarrassing shit go up onto the internet. I don't know. You would think that after something this bad happens to somebody, right? Like somebody has this bad of a year, they make this much of a fool of themselves and have all this wild shit come out, that it would like affect their internet career, but he's still hanging in there. I looked at his social blade. His social blade is doing well. Like he's gaining numbers. It's not like he's plummeting in views or subscribers or anything. So I guess Destiny fans don't care. They stand proud and say, that man right there, that drug addict, that hedonist, that guy whose life is totally imploded, that's my guy. That's the guy I go to for political insight.